hello. It's me, Kitty. It's the cat's out the bag. It's Wednesday, hump day. We got my Bel Air Blue today with lemonade. So I'm going to pour myself a drink. Add some blueberries and some lemon slices. This is really good. Don't say I ain't put y'all on nothing. We gonna set that to the side. Today's topic is basically things that people post on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm gonna give you my reaction to some of the posts. That's so good. You become rich in your mind long before you become rich in your bank account. I think definitely if you get your mind set on a goal and what you're trying to get done and how much money you want to get and plan on how you go get it, you would definitely, manifest that, get to that point. But if you don't, you will pretty much stay in that same position that you're in. Next. Making money is an action. Keeping money is a behavior. Growing money is knowledge. Basically, that's self-explanatory. Making money is something that you got to do. It takes an action to make it. Whether you make a call or you scam somebody, you punch the clock, however you get it, you did it. Keeping it is a behavior. You got to teach yourself basically how do you want to keep it, how do you want to make it grow or whatever. Growing it is knowledge. Learning how to flip it or basically, we might use stocks or whatever. You might gamble, might go to the casino, and that's how you might make your money grow. Next. It's about to get real successful around here. Hell yeah, it's about to get real successful. Basically, every day, from the time I get up to the time that I go to sleep, I basically be trying to figure out how I'm going to get to be more successful with anything that I do. I don't care if I'm selling a candy bag. How can I make the best candy bag? How can I do the best hairstyle? Whatever job that I'm doing at that time, I be trying to perfect it so I can be the best and be successful. So, next. Basically, kind of the same thing as I was just stating before. I am going to bust my ass every day until I get where I want to be in life. And I mean that in the most humble way. I'm the most humble person you go ever come across. You wouldn't know if I had $10 or 20,000 or 50,000. You would never know. But I'm still gonna bust my ass like I have literally rent past due or whatever the case. The car about to get repoed. I'm gonna bust my ass like I'm way behind on everything. But I can really be straight. But I'm still gonna keep in my mind like, hey, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Next. This mission I am on is personal. I owe myself a lot. I feel like, which me and the girls or different people I talk to, we feel like we're behind. Like we have wasted so much time not knowing certain things, kind of learning them later in life. So now I feel like I owe it to myself to catch up. Rather it's I'm learning stuff from taking some of these classes that people be having online or whatever. I'm just trying to figure out where I missed some steps at. Next. Next. Stack your money and act broke. Have more than you show and speak less than you know. Basically, you got to act broke, because if you don't act broke, everybody gonna be in your pocket. People go play broke and have money. They go eat off of you. They go party off of you. They go travel off of you. They go do whatever. So you better be broke right with them. And however y'all, somebody ain't eating, I don't know. Have more than you show. You supposed to have some money tucked away or whatever, instead of showing everything that you got. You don't need to prove that you got something. You ain't gotta have a big chain on or bracelets, watches, or the best cars or whatever. You can still have money. You don't have to prove that. Like Ocho said, he wears fake studded earrings because who he got to prove something to. You can Google him and they gonna tell you what his net worth is. That's my goal. I want to be able to be Googled and you know what I got. But if I got on something that might be cheap, don't know if it's real, that's my business. Speak less than you know. You don't have to give out all the answers to prove that you know something about something. Next. I wish a bitch would say I'm not a hustler. Bitch, I'll sell you and you going for the low. I live by this. Oh, I live by this. People will speak on you, don't have a clue, but they know me better than me. Everybody know that I will hustle till I can't hustle no more. And yes, I will be your madam, pimp, whatever. You will be sold. But I'm not gonna let you go for the low because I need money off of you. So we gonna let you go for the high because I need my cut. So I'm gonna need you to perform like you need to perform so I can get my money. That being said, I got me a new cup. It says hustle until your haters ask if you are hiring. Ain't that cute? Y'all know I like pink. Next. I'm in between. I don't give a fuck enough to prove some shit to you stage. And my show you better than I can tell you stage. That's basically the same thing I was stating before. It's like some days, I might hear about a little something. Somebody said something, but they didn't say it to me. But I heard someone said something, and they were saying a lot of nothing because they don't know what I got going on. You may know me, but you don't know what I have going on, or you don't know anything about what I got going on. So people need to speak on themselves. So some days I be feeling like, oh, I should go stunt on somebody. Maybe I need to go buy me a chain or something. What I got to do to go prove that I'm me, that I got it like this or I got it like that. But guess what? We too grown to be trying to prove something to the next person. Like, if they don't like what you're doing, or they don't appreciate what you're doing, or they think, oh, she don't got it like that, or he don't got it like that, oh, well, fuck them. Because at the end of the day, they need to look at themselves. Why you ain't where you need to be? Why you your age and still don't have anything, or whatever the case. The list goes on and on. But, I'm too grown. I need deeds. I need stocks. I need, keys to things, vacations and stuff, vacation homes and everything. That's how I'm gonna show up. I don't have to prove to you, because I went to the club and I bought a bottle or something. That's not showing you got anything. Anybody can do that. You can go, hit a lick and we got a section today. So, I need to see some real things like, got this house built from the ground up. I'm getting a pool at this house, whatever. I need to see things of that nature. Traveling worldwide or something like, give me something a little more, like something to push me, because ain't too many of y'all giving me nothing to strive for. But my name seemed to be in people's mouth. I don't get it. But hey, if you love me that much, hey, if I make your day better, cool. Keep looking at whatever I'm doing and trying to downplay it, but stay tuned. Next. This is a real good one. Not to talk about race, but I mean, it's the world we live in. White people get $50K checks from their grandparents. Black people are buying their grandparents' groceries. This is the wealth gap. Not in all cases, this is how it is, but in a lot of Black homes, we don't get, that parent or grandparent that has it where they can give you, something like pay for your college or, set you up that, you can go get you a house or something, or take up a trade or something that they got your back, so a lot of us, we are basically going back home and making sure our parents are good, our grandparents are good, because they don't have it like that. And it's not just white people, it's some other races as well. They, especially like with arranged marriages and things like that, they set their kids up to the point that they may not need some of the things that we need. We have to kind of crawl before we walk. They kind of come on out, scooting, walking, maybe running, some of them. So, but I mean, it is what it is. That's why we're trying to do a little better than what we were taught, like have something set up for our kids, like business, or I mean, just something that they can do better to set them up better, so they don't have like a whole bunch of loans or whatever. Next. At some point, you got to want more in life. The same stuff just gets old. I've been saying this probably for the last maybe the last 5 years. And basically everything I talk about is not pointing towards anybody in particular. If you feel that it's pointing towards you, so be it. Argue with your mama. But some people, and it's fine, but some people are okay with being in the same position they were in 5-10 years ago, even 20 years ago. And it doesn't matter if you're male, female, black, white, purple, pink. Some people just are content with what they, have going on. If you, like if you make, I don't know, just say $9 an hour or something, you didn't go to school or anything, you not trying to take on a trade or anything, you just kind of, I know how much my check gonna be every week or every 2 weeks, and that's that. I'm not trying to get a second job. I'm not trying to push myself, and it's basically the same. So you get the same outcome basically. If you're struggling and you've had this same job for 3 years and you were struggling 3 years ago, you still gonna be struggling in another 3 years because nothing has changed, you know. So you got to maybe add a hustle to it, you know, or get a second job or start applying for better jobs. Next. I ain't gonna lie. I'm funny acting sometimes. I don't feel like talking to nobody. Yeah. If you come to an event of mine, after it gets to the point where it's too many people, it's too much going on, eventually my attitude will turn from 0 to 1,000. I could be the friendliest, happiest, everything when I like people, which I don't know. Sometimes I don't like people. So I can't tolerate chaos and bullshit. So that's pretty much where it started making my attitude shift. But yeah, I'll start acting funny, or I'm gonna tell you, yeah, start wrapping it up. Y'all need to leave. But most people that know me, they kind of just they know, like, okay, yeah, she's about to put everybody out at this point. Next. In grind mode right now, I will have fun later. Pay attention. I used to go out maybe 4 days a week, I believe, maybe more than that. I was somewhere every week. I had to be seen. I had to participate. I had to get dressed. I was spending so much money on going out, eating out. Mind you, I cooked, but I still was, you know, eating out, going out, drinking all the time, just partying. And you kind of lose sight of what's your plans, what's your goals and everything if you just blowing money basically. So I had to just kind of, you know, reset and, you know, focus on something different than having fun. I mean, I can have fun with, you know, some drinks at home sometimes. I still can go out, but not as much. So just pay attention. Watch out. Next. Don't you ask me about no prices. Every week they going up. This came from Dream Dial off of a song with what's that girl name? I don't know her name, but she a new artist as well. Yes. Everything going up, cost of living going up, so prices, you know, yesterday it might have been $125 an hour. Tomorrow it could be $200 an hour, you know, because everything is going up. So, you know, you never know. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell y'all. Next. Fuck having the baddest. Better find you somebody that really give a fuck about you. I talked about a little of this on the last podcast with, you know, how a guy might go for the girl that they figure everybody want, or not even the one that everybody want, the one that they may desire, and even somebody they may feel like out of their league. So yeah, basically, you know, get with somebody like know your face, know your wage, and all that. And, you know, try and get with you somebody that is gonna ride for you. If you got sick tomorrow, went to jail or whatever, is this the baddest? Not all of them go be bad, the baddest and the bad attitude, don't give a fuck, whatever. But I'm talking about the baddest who, you know, it's all about them, who go leave you sitting there looking stupid. What they say, leave you there stinking, whatever. you know. So get you somebody that's, you know, go be good for you, you know. Whether they the baddest in your eyes, it's your eyes. It don't matter what nobody else think, you know. She could be good and ugly, but she treats you so good, or he could be good and ugly, but he treats you so good, and you feel like they are the baddest. So next. I'm getting hot. Them. You can't depend on no man. Me. Nah, sis, you can't depend on your man. Mine come through. When I talk to the ladies and stuff, you know, I've had some that do say stuff like that, like, you can't depend on no man. Ain't no man go do this. Ain't no man go do that. And I ain't gonna say all men, because some are go, you know, they're gonna be a gentleman. Some is going to make sure you straight. Some is gonna, you know, make sure your kids straight. Whatever. They make sure you're good, period. Then you go have some that, you know, they just not go do it. It ain't in them. You know, they haven't graduated to that stage. But, you know, mine go come through. You know, that's what he do. He go come through. But so I ain't gonna say everybody go be like, oh, you know, this man ain't go, these men are not, you know, good for nothing. It's a few out there, maybe 5 or 6. Go on, send your hate mail. Next. I cannot stress this enough. I am not a bank. No, I cannot cash app you because you don't have it in your car on your card. No, I cannot send you money until tomorrow. Just wait until tomorrow. No, I can't let you borrow money until you get paid. No, I can't do any favors involving money. A person will ask you for something like until tomorrow, when all you got to do is go to sleep. You know, next thing you know, tomorrow here. Because I charge double. Loan Shark. Add that to my things that I do. So ain't no need to ask me. I'm the wrong person. You better go down the list of everybody. Talk to God too. You know, ask God, like, you know, can you deliver something to me? Because you got to pay double with me. I don't care if it's the next day. I don't care if it's the next 10 minutes. If it comes out of my hand, I need double. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's business, not personal. Next. Breakups are okay. Starting over is okay. Moving on is okay. What's not okay is staying where you're unhappy, not valued or appreciated. Simple. I know it's easier said than done. And sometimes it's a little harder to kind of get out of some of these situations. But sometimes you got to stop trying to please. Some people stay in a relationship to please people. You know, like, oh, his mom gonna be mad at me and we have a good relationship, whatever. His kids like me, you know, and I'm gonna stay around just a little longer. Or what have you. Sometimes it's, you know, you got to move on to something better, or you might get something worse. Who knows? I mean, it's a chance you got to take. If that's not good for you, move on. But staying in a situation that's breaking you down or just not good for you at all, not good for your mental, or you just not happy, you got to change something, because everybody done been there where, you know, you just hoping that the person go, you know, wake up the next day and like, oh shit, let me start acting right, let me put some effort into the relationship or whatever. Let me be a better parent or whatever the case. But most people have left a relationship mentally before they leave physically. So, your days be numbered sometime and you don't even know it. So just move on. Next. Don't block all of your haters. Leave one or two so they can report back to the headquarters. This is so true. I believe that basically even some of your friends might sit up and talk about you all together. They want to compare notes of why they think you ain't, who you are or whatever, or why you fat to them, or the dress you had on last week was ugly and you thought you was doing it, whatever the case, or why your man probably want them over you. Let them see everything. Let them report back to whoever else and talk about you and compare notes. And if that make them feel better, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna make you no money sitting up talking about nobody. You wasting time. You sitting up here running your mouth talking about what somebody else had on that wasn't cute or whatever, and you ain't check yourself. You probably was looking busted yourself. So, hey, my pages, you can see whatever you want to see. I have several pages, so, you can follow my kids. I don't care. Next. Some of us never found time to be happy. We was too busy trying to be strong. Basically, so many people basically are they're just existing basically. And it's like they really not happy at all. They still trying to figure out, a purpose in life, and they don't have no type of excitement. I mean, excitement could be different from one person to the next. I might be excited because something pink came in the mail for me, that might brighten my day. Somebody else might need a little more, like they might need their husband to come fall out the sky, or whatever. But some people have dealt with so much that and had to be so strong for maybe a kid or whatever, a sibling or whatever. So it's like they had to just basically kind of turn off how they feel, like just kind of deal with it. I'm a person that everybody kind of come to me with whatever they're going through. And, I went to school to be a psychiatrist, which I changed, but it's like people still feel like, I guess I am that psychiatrist. So it's like so many people really, they just not happy, and they still trying to just push and push and push because you gotta, it's like when you Black, you're not taught to be weak, I guess. It's like you kind of taught to be like rough around the edges. You kind of taught to basically stand up for yourself, or if you feel this way, you gonna let it be known. You want to be heard. You're not taught to kind of be weak. So even if you're going through something, you still got to push on, and a lot of people, they're starting to break. They're starting to bend because it's like, you tired. That's the best word for it. You tired. You tired of, putting on a fake smile and going to that job that you hate, and, you hate all your coworkers or whatever. But you got to be strong, because at the end of the day, the bills still go come, you know. Or you might not have a good relationship with your father or siblings or whatever. But you know, you got to be strong. You got to play your role in life. Next. I'm going to take you back to 2000 and what, about 11 maybe? Somewhere in there. I was a trainer. We had BD Fit. And, you know, some people, you know, they would sign up for training because, you know, they had goals. They were trying to get in this dress. They were trying to be fine for that vacation, or, you know, they were taking pictures or whatever the need. They were trying to actually push themselves to reach these goals. One person in particular, Queena, I know she was one who used to be serious. She would say, hey, I want my back to look good, you know, I want my butt to sit up, you know, whatever. What you got for me? And she know I gave it to her. First time that they did, they had their training session, her and her husband, Jawan. They had just ate breakfast. They didn't know we were about to come with the heat. And they threw up. Po babies, they threw up. But basically, some of y'all don't need trainers. You need counseling. Your lack of commitment to anything, trust in anyone or anything, or inability to go longer than a week without drinking runs deep. Deeper than just a physical problem. Some people, they sign up for training because I guess they want a friend. You know, like it's kind of like when you go to the salon, get your hair done. You kind of want to gossip. You want to talk. It's cool. Like, you're kind of paying for somebody to come and, you know, talk to. Like a little buddy, little friend. And some people, they feel like, oh, you know, I should be smaller. I should be getting more toned up. But some people don't want to really work out. They rather talk. They rather just maybe walk or not do anything too tough or intense, because that's really not what they planned on doing. And some people, like, you know, they don't want to give up the different things that they like whatever cravings they have. Like, if you like chocolate or whatever, and you're trying to be at a certain weight, you have goals, you have to give up the chocolate, you know. Or if you're drinking every week, going out a lot, drinks have calories. You know, you have to get really creative with what you drink if you want to stay, you know, and meet your goals, basically. Next. Y'all be venting to people who glad you got problems. Be careful. Yes. You know how sometimes you talk to somebody and you be like, girl, this just happened. And, you know, I'm having a horrible day. Whatever. It could be, I don't know, my favorite dress ain't fit and I supposed to went to an event or anything. It could be my bank account negative because I forgot that they were taking, you know, payments out for something. I'm on auto pay. You know, I'm trying to be responsible. I'm on auto pay, and now my account is negative. Some people be wanting to hear like the bad, like they just want to hear something so they can feel like I'm better than you. Yep. You just proved even more that I'm better than you. You stupid, whatever the case. So sometimes a person want to be a listening ear just to like feed their ego. You know, that make them feel better. If I'm doing bad, you feel like you 10 times better, but baby, you just trying to catch up really. But anyway, you know, so be careful. Next. I might forgive you 1,000 times, but I'll only trust you once. This can go in relationships, friendships, family, whatever. Employers. If you're a person that I feel like, oh, you did this, and oh, I sweep it under the rug, they didn't mean it, whatever the case, I might forgive you, but I'm going to trust what I know. If you're a person that still, don't get mad at your mama, because I'm going to treat you like a thief. I'm going to do things, and you're going to notice that I'm doing things around you because I know you, the temptation is real with you. Like you never know. So, hey, I can't put my trust in you. I can't get caught slipping just in case. So I might forgive you, but no, I can't trust you. I can't trust your actions. I can't trust those sticky fingers or whatever. I'm good on that. Next. Rule number 1. Let the church say amen, hallelujah. Stop listening to broke people. Might need a blunt off this. No, I don't even smoke. But if you broke, what we got to talk about? Unless you done figured out how you're not going to be broke, what we got to talk about? You could tell me all day long, oh, it seemed like the broker you are, the more you got to say. The more you got some input on somebody's life, when you need to put that energy into your own life. I mean, trying to tell a person that's more put together or doing decent what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and how to raise their kids or whatever. I find like a lot of people that try and give advice don't even take their own advice. Like, so you've been broke for 20 years and you trying to tell me how to balance a checkbook or something. Like, make it make sense. Next. Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own fucking hero. I mean, if your mama or daddy or granny or somebody want to look out for you, make sure you're good, fine. But don't be expecting that. A lot of people I feel like a lot of people mess up and they be hoping somebody gonna come in and save the day. Ain't no Superman or Wonder Woman for real. You know, if it is, send them my way. But it ain't that don't exist. So stop looking for somebody to come and make your day. You're not 5 years old anymore where your grandfather or grandmother can pull up and they bring you toys every week or Happy Meals or something. You grown and still looking for somebody to make your day. You got to make your own day sometimes. Next. Never let people who aren't going anywhere take you with them. I say stuff like this to my son. I'm not saying he's innocent, because he's far from that. But I always tell him, like, you know, some of the people you know, look for guidance from and everything, they don't have a clue. They're not the person to get advice from, period. It's so many more people, so many people out here that you can get advice from, that can be a role model to you, instead of some of these hood niggas. I'm selling nickel and dimes, but I'm that nigga. No. Some been doing the same thing for 10 years and still have absolutely nothing. So with that being said, it's like, you know, you got to have a better circle, rather it's friends, family, whatever. Whoever make the cut, the cut. Like, it's like, if you're not going nowhere and you're not trying to change nothing to start going somewhere, you're going to be stuck. Like, you can't move. You stuck in cement. Like, you just there. Next. I'm the wrong person to have a I don't give a fuck contest with. We won't ever talk again. I got into it with a neighbor so long ago. I swear we was probably like teenagers. I have not talked to this girl in forever. Everybody's grown now with kids. I don't even see the person. Like, blinded. I don't see you. That's how strong I am. Like, who are you? I don't know who you are. I don't see you. And they might think it's crazy, but life goes on, basically. And something like, I just don't, like, oh, you don't care, I don't care either. So nobody cares. You know, like, move around. I don't got time for you at all. Next. There's no budget when it comes to investing in myself and my happiness, because the returns are always guaranteed. I learned that, you know, buying a purse or buying expensive clothes all the time, I'm not getting no money back from that, you know. So I learned that, you know, just you get such a little amount of money for your money sitting in the bank. Like, it's horrible. Like, so it's like you have to learn how to find different ways to make your money grow. And I mean, you know, sometimes you gonna win, sometimes you gonna lose, but I be trying to, like, invest in myself, like, whether it's property or stocks or, you know, anything that can get you some type of money. Like, it's so many different programs you can do now. You can do Toro, where you have a vehicle and you basically rent it out, or you specifically buy a vehicle to rent out, or, you know, you do the Airbnb thing. You know, you can offer classes and you can charge people for the classes for something that, you know, it's now it's totally different than it was like 10, 15 years ago. Now social media basically can boost you up to, you could sell anything just about these days. You could sell my used eyelashes or something. I mean, it's just crazy. So, you know, I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna invest because I'm just trying to get where I'm trying to be, like, and I'm gonna get there. Next. God bless the woman who just wants to be better, do better, feel better, who refuses to give up despite everything she is going through. Just because you have had a lot of bullshit go on, it could have just been in the last 6 months. That does not mean that you just can't get better. You know, it's like basically you're still able to basically get where you need to be. You might just stumbled a few times, you know, and you just got to be consistent, you know. Every time you get knocked down, you got to try and pick it back up, you know. But if you get comfortable where you fall, you know, you go just be laying there, you know. So bless the woman who trying, you know, because sometimes it's hard to get up out the bed and do it all over again. That same, I don't think we were, you know, born to just work, pay bills, and start all over, you know. I believe you're supposed to have some type of excitement in your life. I don't care if it's, oh, I drive, you know, to the beach sometimes, or I love, you know, reading books and drinking wine at the park, or whatever makes you happy. I don't believe working paycheck to paycheck is what we were designed to do. You know, like work, have nothing, and die. You know, I don't think that's what life is. So, you know, ladies, keep pushing, you know, keep pushing till you get, you know, in a better position. Next. We always talk about relationships and how this relationship was compared to that relationship, or what you deserve or didn't deserve in a relationship, or should I be in a relationship or should I not? But it has to start with self-love. So self-love is the new relationship status. You got to love yourself, care about yourself before you can expect somebody else to, you know, give a fuck about anything you got going on, your whereabouts, or if you're happy, if you ate, if your ass getting fatter, if you're getting skinnier, whatever. You have to figure out, you know, what's gonna make you smile. And then if you get like little nappy head food that, you know, make you feel good, or, you know, little curly head, you know, food, whatever that make your day, fine. But you gotta make sure you are good first. Next. Thou shalt not stress over inconsistent people. I learned this through having a different dad than my younger sister. So it was like I had two fathers, and it was like I was still pulling, trying to kind of figure out where I'm supposed to be at, you know. Like with my sister family, I felt like I'm accepted, but only, you know, I'm somewhat in there, but not 100%. It was always like, you know, I'm still gonna feel like I'm gonna be somewhat left out. And then it was like my dad felt like, oh, she has a stepdad, so he might have kind of been too relaxed as a father, because he felt like, oh, she has somebody in the home with her. So I still was very close to, you know, my dad, but he wasn't consistent, you know, which a lot aren't, you know, it is what it is. He still lacked consistency. Like, you know, he was a part of my life, you know, I thank God for him. He's no longer here, but it's like I still felt like I was missing something, you know. Next. Meeting someone with the same mindset as you is rare. Yes. It's exciting though. Like when you do meet somebody that's kind of like, dang, we kind of ride the same wave, you know, we think similar, you know, because it's like a lot of people will disagree just to disagree. They may not even know something about the subject. They'll just disagree, you know. But I have come across some people who are just, they thrive and they want so much out of life. They have walked the walk. And I'm intrigued. I want to learn something, you know. And sometimes people need that push. They need somebody that's going to make them feel like, hey, I'm not doing enough. You know, somebody that's going to make you say, hey, I need to get out the bed a little earlier, you know. Sleeping in is for suckers, whatever. Sleeping in is for the broke. The rich people who have, you know, came up with things, when they were trying to get to that money, they weren't sleeping. They were up early, meditating, trying to figure out how they were going to get where they needed to be, you know. But if you find somebody that's kind of like you, got that same drive as you, know how to push you in the right direction, it's real rare. Next. Can't no nigga put me out. Can't no nigga take my car back. I don't have to wait for no nigga to give me money. I move when and how I want. You can have a guy who, you know, make things happen, but you still should have your own, you know, your own account, you know, some type of stream of income or something that you have of your own, you know, like the Sweetie and Quavo, how soon as they broke up, oh, here they come to take her car back. You know, like if you go give me a car, the car needs to be in my name. You not go soon as you get mad or we break up, oh, that gift comes back. Like it's not a gift then. You an Indian giver. You did it for publicity, and then soon as we got into it, you want to make me look stupid. So no, you know, have your own, and that's that. Next. I'm proud of the person I'm becoming. My mindset has changed. My priorities have changed. My taste has changed. And my tolerance has changed. Yes. Basically, you know, I might have used to be like, oh, I want a drop top. I want this. I want that. It's like I still like the, you know, souped up cars. I like all of that. But it's like I feel like a house is more important. You know, like I had to tell my son, like, oh, you know, he'd tell me, oh, I saw a guy with a Scat or a Hellcat or something, but they stay at a hotel or something, or they stay in a shack, you know. And I'm like, yeah, because their priorities are just all messed up, you know. So I'm starting to change. My taste has changed. Like, I used to spend so much money on clothes, just piling up clothes. Can't even get in the closet. Well, you still can't get in there. But now I be like, if I throw on a cheap dress and, you know, put on some nice shoes and a cute purse and stuff, I mean, I'm a lady, so it's like, it don't matter. You know, you ain't gotta do too much sometimes. You can be cute with a t-shirt on and some shorts and some cute shoes or something. It don't take too much. And yes, I'm proud of the person I'm becoming. I'm becoming successful. I feel like I'm grown, you know. I feel like I'm not childlike, you know. I'm not gonna get excited about some wings and some a person who buy you some wings and a drink and some weed is not gonna make me smile or excite me. I can buy my own drink. I can cook my own wings or order my own wings. And I don't smoke, so I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, make your next tip drill video because, oh, you bought some wings. I'm not about to bust it open for the team because you bought some wings. Like, come on now. But, you know, I'm not knocking nobody who that's their specialty. You know, I get me some wings and I get a little weed, I get a little buzz and a wet ass. That ain't me. You know, your mama might like that. You know, you might have learned that from her, whoever, but that's not me. Next. Cheap clients will only bring you more cheap clients. Set your price and stand on it. That's a real true statement. Like, when you own a business and you sell things like, you know, clothes, whatever, weave, whatever it is that you sell. You know, like if you sell something to somebody and you give them a deal and they tell their friend about it, everybody want a deal. Like, when I buy stuff from people, if you selling a t-shirt that you got little print on it or something, and if it's $25, whatever the price is, I pay you your $25 and I'm gonna support. I'm not gonna be like, girl, you need to go on and give it to me for 20, whatever, or I'm gonna get 2, but you got to give me a deal or whatever. Because when you have your own business, it's gonna be turned back on to you. Like, hey, I can't, so why I can't get no deal? Or I heard you let such and such get it for a price, or maybe such and such bought 20 things, you know. It wasn't such and such just bought one thing, you know. So when you buying things from people like Black people, you know, it's a lot of Black businesses now, and you know, we want to wheel and deal, but if you going up in the Gucci store, the Louis store, Balenciaga, Prada, or whatever, if that price $680, you gonna pay that $680 plus the tax. So don't come to me or whomever that has a business and be like, oh, you should let me get it for this. No, I shouldn't let you get it for nothing. I should let you get it for the price that it's listed for. Like, come on now. That's why some businesses aren't as successful, because you got too many people like that. You can't be cheap for one person, but then go spend thousands of dollars for a brand that some of us can't even spell or pronounce, but oh, it's cool to wear. Kim Kardashian had it on, or Kanye sell it. Whoever, let me just go buy it. It's known that a lot of these designers, they always say they don't really prefer Blacks to wear, you know, their designs anyway. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, it is what it is. But some of them don't care for us. They feel like when we put on the stuff, it takes the value down from it. But in all actuality, when we put on the stuff, it makes people want to go buy it even more because we got swag. We go dress it up a certain way. We go put a spin on it, Next. Don't let people waste your time. Time is something you can't get back. It's so many people that they know their intentions aren't good. They know they about to waste your time. They can say all day long, oh, I'm here for you. I'm here for this business, whatever the case. And they know they're going to give 10%. And you need 100%. Why even waste somebody's time if you're not committed, if you're not ready to, start this business or relationship, marriage, whatever, project, whatever you're trying to do? People dying, like every time you log on to Facebook, Instagram, somebody has died or they fighting for their life. It's like your time is numbered. It's so valuable. So, you can get some money back. You can mess up your credit. You can fix it. You can lose a house, get another house, lose a car, get another car, things like that. Material things, you can get them back. But that time, no. You cannot get that time back. Anytime you have wasted with, oh, I went for this degree, but now I changed my mind, or I was with this guy who I thought cared, or I was with this girl who, she was cool before, but then it turned out ugly, whatever. You can't get the time back that you may invest in people or things. Next. Spent my whole life being a good girl to find out niggas love hoes. Wow. I used to always say, like, dang, maybe I need to be bad. Maybe I need to be a hoe, because niggas wifing up hoes. They trying to please hoes better than they trying to please their wife or something. They don't care about their kids or nothing they supposed to be committed to, because a hoe done stopped in, or they done ran across the hoe, or a hoe done, jumped in their DM, or whatever the case. So for a long time, especially when I was single, I used to be like, I don't care about these niggas or whatever. I'm doing me. Because at the end of the day, a person go basically be like, I'm not ready for no relationship. I've been that person. I'm not ready for no relationship. But what it is, they just didn't want that relationship with you. They didn't want to put that effort into being in a relationship with you. Because next thing you know, they was in a whole relationship with somebody else, married, have kids or whatever. They just didn't want it with you, and that's fine. Like, a lot of people be, like, oh, I'm still trying to convince this person. No, don't convince nothing. If they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. Move on. Simple. Because you just gonna be wasting time. Just like we just stated before, you can't get that time back. So it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth the sad ending to the story. Basically you gonna be, hoping that person go come around and do whatever you want them to do, be whoever you want them to be. But in all actuality, it ain't you. It's just that they not willing to do what you want them to do. They're not willing to be what you want them to be, so you can be in that committed relationship and, you know, live happily ever after, if that exists, I guess. You know. Next. 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 Well, guys, that is the end of my Facebook and Instagram posts that I wanted to, you know, kind of talk about, tell you how I feel about them or whatever. And, you know, basically, like I stated, I get entertainment from Instagram and Facebook, like, as far as what people post and everything. And some things I can relate to, some things maybe not. You know, I'm not a person with, like, say a lot of kids. A person might be like, damn, I got a lot of kids, you know, or whatever, but I don't have a lot of kids, so that don't apply to me. But some of these things did apply to me, like, you know, just what do you value in life? Who do you, you know, maybe look up to? What drives you? You know, things like that. How is, you know, is a relationship important for you, or is it not? Is, you know, being successful important to you, or, you know, having the American dream important to you, or just being at a standstill? If that's okay with you, that's okay with you. You know, like, it's your life. It's not my life. You know, I'm not a therapist per se, but, you know, I might know a little something, you know, Miami voice, something. But, you know, this the end of this. My guest canceled on me. So you get to enjoy me again. So Kitty out.
Silent night, holy night, oh, it's come.